Hey, welcome back to Divinity Gems. Getting out your weekly reading for my Aries. This is for August 26th through September 2nd. Wow, we are moving out. So September 2nd, this reading will go through August 27th. Full moon tonight, 26th. Full moon in Pisces. So, a little watery for you. Check where Pisces is in your chart specifically, but full moon is in Pisces. That Neptunian energy, dream world, emotional. If you know Pisces, at least a mature one, you know that type of energy, and it's bringing a whole lot of, Pisces saying is I believe. It's bringing a whole lot of dreams come true type of feelings to people, whether it be love, whether it be career. Pisces are the ones that believe in fantasy world still. Pisces having that connection still to that other side. The Neptunian energy is all about fantasies. Let's just see how this plays out for you this week, Aries. I want to shuffle some more, but I'm going to do two final shuffles. I'll get you guys 9 cards spread out. This is the Vision Quest Tarot again. And then we'll mix it up. We got some other decks over here if we need to pull some clarifiers. Definitely pulling the Black Moon astrology at the end or the full moon. Flip her out already. We're going to leave that one. Pull your 9 card spread. So far, it's all about the work. I got the 8 of Pentacles coming out first and then the 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Clearly knowing which way you want to move when it comes to your efforts right here. Whatever you've been working on real hard right here, as you often do. And you got your planet Mars coming back on tomorrow, the 27th. So you get the full moon ending of something, some way, some pattern, some emotion, some connection, in some type of way. There's always an ending around these type of full moons. And then the new beginning can begin. So what it looks like your area is, Aries, is clear direction about either a job or some business adventure you've been working on. For some of us, this will be a career that we've been trying to manifest or bring into our life. But I'm seeing a whole lot of action going towards it, which makes sense with the full moon and then your planet Mars returning after so long on retrograde, y'all. So I feel like that 8 of Wands and 8 of Pentacles, which is to start off 2 8s. This is a big move too. It's not nothing that is going to be temporary. This is going to be something that sets you up for your future, your foundation. I really feel that strongly. This is going to be something that sets you up. So if it's a job, it's going to be something that you stick with for, a couple years or so. This is not just going to be a dead end that falls off easily. I mean, it's clear direction, especially if it's a job. So if you're going after a position, Aries, and you get one this week, go with it. If you're unsure about whether or not it's going to work out for the long term, it looks like it is definitely long term. As I'm looking at that again, the bottom of the deck, the stress for you is over. I do believe, Aries. It's coming slowly. After this full moon and Mars comes out of retrograde, it's slowly going to release all of this stuff that was stagnant, all this stuff that was delayed in your life, that was taking too long, and it felt like you couldn't move forward with it. It's about to get to moving, Aries. It's about to get to moving powerfully, and it's going to last you for some years. Let's keep going with the rest of the reading then. I like these 2 cards out together, the Hangman and the 4 of Pentacles. The Hangman is upright and the 4 of Pentacles is in reverse. Why I like these 2 together? Because that lets me know that the money and the greedy and the holding on and the selfish and the going after that and making that the most important thing in our life is in reverse. It's in reverse. So if this was a person, if you are around this greedy, selfish type of energy, that person is being removed from you as well. Yeah, anything that was involved in selfishness, you change your perception on that real quick, Aries. You are not Having the same viewpoint of money has been a pattern in my Aries readings about somebody holding on to money real tight. This selfish type of energy, this possessiveness right here that you see on the Four of Pentacles. It's a very possessive look to the way she feels about her coins on this. In reverse. All right, Aries. That's a good sign because it's all about the inward power now. Once those coins that she's got are not a factor in this picture, you see what's on top is all the crystal energy. This is the inward work. So your perception on that changed. You now value, or your values when it comes to work, or what you're looking for, how you even view money for some of you, how you view people who are greedy or selfish like that. You've changed your perception in some type of way on how you feel about that materially. Either that person or your material gains themselves. You just change your perception on what's most important to you. Okay. Second row, we've got the Two of Swords in reverse, the King of Wands, and the Temperance card. King of Wands and Temperance are upright. So you are balanced emotionally right now. Balanced in your power, just balanced in who you are as an Aries, with the King of Fire being the King of Wands. That's who you want to be. That's your element. And this is just you feeling like yourself again, probably after all of these delays and whatever this ordeal is regarding work or this other person. After all is said and done, you're getting back to your balance of feeling like who you are normally. Because the Two of Swords was in reverse. That lets me know that you may have had some decisions going on. You were looking for some inner peace, some type of inner peace. And to me, you're not looking for it anymore. To me, you found it. When I see that Temperance out, you found your balance now, Aries. Especially when it comes to your finances and your work. I really do feel like that's looking pretty balanced, especially after, the flow of your last couple of weeks of reads about just having the right perception on money and financial gains. All right, last row, I got the Four of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Two of Wands. This is all fire. So this is about reaching a milestone. Whether it be a relationship or a job, you're going to reach it. It's looking like with this energy moving after this full moon and Mars coming out of retrograde. The Three of Wands is you trying to see it. Just getting clear insight on it. Could have maybe 3 options. But yeah, whenever I look at her, she's just really trying to see hard which way to go. She's really trying to catch the light. She's trying to see clearly, or, get some sort of glimpse of a vision. That's what she's doing in this card with the Three of Wands. Now, this can come out for all type of third-party situations and stuff like that. But with it being out with the Four of Wands, as well as the Two of Wands. So I've got 2, 3, 4 of Wands. Two of Wands being about just getting it together. You may have had to use, different avenues to make this work, to put it together, whether it's a new job or a new relationship, but you strategize in some type of way to get that to come together with that Two of Wands energy. You use a lot of willpower on it. Even when you weren't sure, you just kind of still held strong through it. All 3 of these cards upright, looking for vision, trying to just not make a move until you were sure about it. Didn't want to make the wrong move, but just trying to make a move, hoping that something would come your way through these delays. So you're just now reaching or going to reach that milestone, I feel like, Aries, this week with this 4. So you got the 2, 3, and 4, along with that King of Wands to me. Letting me know it's going to be successful. It's going to be successful. There's a lot of action behind it. Thank God for Mars coming back. A lot of action behind it. The Ace of Cups is out. Let's clarify with the Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups out? With the Queen of Wands. All your fire's out on the table. This is you making it happen, Aries. Your dream come true. This is you making it happen. So emotionally, whatever you've been feeling stuck on, that you've been getting the runaround on, the Queen of Wands lets me know you're about to take action on your own, more so than the King of Wands, because he is just about the action. but she is inspirational on her side. She is definitely leading with her know-how and with her wisdom, whereas he just leads with his fire. He leads with his courage and his power. She leads with her wisdom and her vision, and then she takes action. So you got all that going on with the Ace of Cups, which is your emotional happiness, your either in love or work or home related, what makes you feel good. Basically, the Ace of Cups is that joy. And with the Queen of Wands, I feel like that's still work related. Still work related. It could be relationships for a few of you, but I'm feeling a strong work sense on here by starting out with that Eight of Pentacles and Eight of Wands. I'm just feeling like it's getting rolling for you work-wise, Aries. I feel like it's about to get rolling for you. Oh, another clarifier for my Aries. Nine of Swords. Let's see if I get one more. And Page of Cups in reverse. So you were, stuck in your head over this, feeling just mentally stressed out over why this is just so difficult. Why is it taking so long? But like I said, that stress card was in reverse. And you're going to get some relief now, Aries. You're going to get some relief. It's the same type of combo as these two cards with the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Cups upright. I got the Page of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Swords upright. The Nine of Swords is being stuck in your head, feeling trapped a little bit mentally, but just knowing it's going to get better. She's just taking a break. She just wore out from thinking about it too much. She's going to take a break. She'll get back up and she'll know she's protected. Page of Cups being in reverse was, you feeling like this. Like, why is this taking so long? Like, I'm working hard. All I want is to be rewarded for my results or compensated for it, or can I find the job, or can this relationship get right? Whatever it was you were individually waiting on is about to be balanced back out with this Temperance card coming out, which is great for you, Aries. Tuck's waiting on a job or position, or having that insecure moment or unstable moment of not being assured of where our finances are coming from. That's not fun for anybody. And then relationship wise, if you were working with anybody who was selfish during that period, if you were working with anybody who just their sense of money and the way they viewed money was way too just materialistic. It was all about the money. It wasn't about living life, enjoying life. That type of stuff you removed yourself from, I do believe, or will be removing yourself from those type of people. Or anybody who is burdening you when it comes to money. I think you'll be removing yourself from those type of people. Let's get a Black Moon astrology card for you, Aries. All right. I got two. It didn't feel right. I want to do it again. I'll get a shuffle. I wasn't feeling like those were your cards. All right, Aries. I get the Moon card. Makes sense. Let's check that out. The Moon card. Of course, you know the Moon is always about changes, cycles, emotions. The Moon controls the tides, all that type of stuff. With the Moon. Intuition, inner guidance, that type of thing. Quote, all things must come to the soul from its roots, where it is planted. Saint Teresa of Avila. All right, so the Moon card, nighttime, the soul, feelings, high emotions, sorrow, being moody, feeling restless, betrayal, protection, clandestine, encounters in the evening, the tribe, the family tree, secret affairs, feeling adrift, wandering, never reaching any resolution, things that should have been dealt with years ago, situations you feel shy or awkward, food, nourishment, fantasy, creative imagination, psychic visions, feeling distracted, clouded thinking, finding closure, movement, near or over water, travels to foreign countries, arenas, crowds, conventions, female issues, woman's mysteries, speculation, visions, spirits, ghosts, breasts, the abdomen, dishonesty, being spontaneous, living in the moment, the inner world, the child within, mothers, grandparents, finding out who you truly are. The High Priestess is the corresponding tarot card. There's a whole lot in there. Nighttime soul, feelings, emotions. Yeah, moon is all about the feelings. It's all about the feelings. And then what caught me? Things you should have dealt with years ago. Who's catching that one? That's an interesting thought right there. The full moon does bring about an ending to something. So if it cycled around and we didn't deal with it, and it cycled back around, and then it cycled around this full moon, oh, it's about to be over with. It's about to be over with. Endings. It will bring resolution to something that you haven't brought resolution to. Creative imagination, feeling distracted, clouded thinking. The moon can have you dreaming. And with this full moon in Pisces, having us all feel all dreamy, dream world, just guard against that type of feeling. Being spontaneous, living in the moment, but just make sure your decisions are well thought out. With all that fire out there, I feel like you pretty much have a hold on it. But just as a reminder to stay cautious with all that revved up, pinned up energy from Mars being retrograde, and now it's just unleashing to you this energy, and you're just going to be ready to go, Aries. But just be mindful of, with that Three of Wands that was out, catching the vision first. So you want to do it in that type of order. So you had the 2, 3, and 4 of Wands. Lost one. You had the 2, 3, and 4 of Wands. One of them's out here, but this is the one I really did want to see with that three of Wands. She's going to catch the light. She's going to see clearly before she takes action as the 2 of Wands. And then you also had the King and Queen of Wands out, which lets me know you're going to have insight and vision and wisdom on the actions that you take. So anything that comes your way, as everything starts rolling again, finally, with Mars coming back, anything that comes your way, I feel like you'll be able to handle, Aries, because you're in a good mental state now that you've adjusted. That Hangman being out lets me know some perceptions have been, people check the way they looked at things, and the perception has been, changed. Now you can see it from the other side. Now you can see, the purpose of all of this. And it was to make you see something, Aries, that you weren't seeing, and make you learn something that you weren't learning. Could be a lesson about money and work relations and just the value that you put on how you view it, but also just what's a priority in your life. What's most important? Family things, stuff like that. I think that's important. And that's a lesson that you just learned coming through this cycle, completing this cycle, hopefully, so that you don't have to have it cycle back again. You learned what this was for. And for a lot of you, I do believe there's a new job position coming, or quite possibly you moving away from a relationship with someone that was just all about the money. But overall, a good positive energy when it comes to things moving forward for you. Definitely money-wise and definitely relationship-wise. If there is something that is not healthy for you, you will be stepping away from it. I see that in this reading. I think that is your reading, Aries. Thanks for watching, tuning in. Did want to pull a soulful woman today, but it just didn't go in the flow of this reading. Was not more so needing that type of thing. So maybe one day we will get into this deck. This is just guidance cards. It's geared towards women, but I think men are coming into this integration of their female emotions as well, to where they can resonate with these messages as well. But for this particular reading, I didn't feel it in the flow, so I'm going to leave this out. I'm going to leave it on your Black Moon Astrology. It's all about this full moon ending for you in Pisces right here. Make you feel stuff, which is the opposite to your fire, more watery type of feeling. So your emotions could be high this week. You just really feeling when it comes to these things. might surprise yourself in just how much you feel or are excited or grateful or stuff like that just happens. Different emotions, especially after you've been through a held back period. When you finally get it, the relief, the happiness, the excitement. So for those of you who will be getting a new position, I'm excited for you. That's a good feeling to stabilize yourself again. If you've been looking for a while and just not knowing where it's coming from, how it's going to play out, I think you're going to get some answers this week that you've been waiting on. All right, Aries, till next week. Thanks for watching. Check out my website, www.divinitygems33.com. Will be in the description box below. Have a good one.